when you have experienced, we talk about this a lot. When you have experienced specific types of trauma or insecurity or issues, even when you're not experiencing those, it doesn't take much to put you in the energetic space of this could happen again. This could happen again. That anxious, and here is the super silly example, but I'm giving it because it's a safe example of, looking out at my garden and going, oh, everything looks great, or the plants, the vegetables are coming along well. We'll probably have a hailstorm. Or the squirrels will eat everything, or the raccoons will come in. All of those things have happened. You know, all of those things have happened. But first of all, I am not dependent on my vegetable garden to eat.
Hmm.
It's a luxury and a bonus. It's not dependent thing. But yet, because I grew up in an area where even though it was never about life or death for us, there was always in Texas another weather related thing. The locusts come and eat all of the grain. The something happens. Something happens all the time. And it seems that those things happen more often than not. Okay. And Dave, who had actually seen stuff go down, and had actually been in these life and death scenarios, just thought this was hilarious that I was positive that the raccoons would come and, one year the raccoons ate all the corn overnight, like 3 days before it was ripe. Yeah. So, they did do that. I haven't planted corn since because, what's the point?
I'm not feeding you fools and you're
That's
killing.
right. That's right. I'll feed a few squirrels and I'll feed the birds, but who do you think you are? Yeah. So this is my silly example of, even though, it's not my childhood trauma. It's not a trauma because, again, I always had enough food. There wasn't but there was this feeling of impending doom. So
Yep.
that is what you're experiencing for very real and understandable reasons. $5,000 in a savings account would be an excellent thing for you to have.
Hmm.
Okay. But also, and it gives a sense of security, but
Hmm.
also money is an energy that needs to move.
Yeah.
And when it is stagnant, when it is not moving out, it also doesn't move in.
Hmm.
And that goes with the things that we buy with money as well, that there needs to be this flow to the energy